Bold and Beautiful's Don Diamond and Kimberlyn Brown sound off on the twist everybody's talking about. Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. During a recent YouTube chat, Bold and Beautiful castmates Don Diamond and Kimberlyn Brown made like the quintessential old married couple and disagreed. On what? The subject of Bill's wellness, in particular as to how it is impacting his decision-making when it comes to maniac about town Sheila. Bill is not okay. Bill is going through something, said Diamond, who's played the Spencer publishing magnate since 2019 and, as such, knows him as well as anyone. Clearly, he's not okay. We will see how it goes as things continue to evolve, he continued. But I certainly couldn't describe Bill as being oak. He's not himself. He's going through something. Brown couldn't let her leading man say that without interjecting. I beg to differ, she countered, raising a glass. Ladies, I'm going to tell you Bill is more than okay. Getting the double entendre, Diamond laughed. Of course, the stallion is still up for a roll in the hay. Oh, he's functioning. Bill is never not functioning. Oh yes, he's functioning very well, Brown said. But seriously, folks, what's going on here? This can't possibly be the real thing between Bill and Sheila, can it? As often as Bill has loved him and left him, and then gone back to him, is loving even a skill that he possesses? Diamond believes so. I think clearly you've seen over the years that Bill understands love and is capable of loving, he argued. And he also loves power and control. But those things are not mutually exclusive. At least in Bill's case. Brown is also 100% convinced that there is love in Sheila's heart. What's in her head, that's a different story. But Sheila definitely understands love. And that's all she's ever wanted in her life, she said. Honestly, I'm not sure power and control are what's most important to her. She's just had to do some outlandish things to try and obtain the love that she's always wanted. Bold and Beautiful just revealed the weakness that will bring Sheila down. There's only so far this can go. Please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. For a while there, it looked as if Bold and Beautiful Sheila and Deacon were just friends with more than a fee benefits. They laughed together, had great sex, and seemed to understand that what they had was too volatile to last. But then, Deacon went and developed feelings for his nine-toed gal pal. And at the most inconvenient of times. And of course, Sheila, being the queen of self-preservation, knows that only Bill can provide her the protection she truly needs. Yet, as we saw at the end of Monday's episode, Sheila very clearly has deep feelings for Deacon. Could he be her undoing? The one thing she's ever wanted is love. Sheila's portrayer, Kimberlyn Brown, recently told us. Toward the end of her time with Deacon, he was very enamored with the person she was becoming and doing these wonderful things for her. But the entire time, she was thinking, there's only so far this can go, especially when I can't be seen in public. But that all changed once Bill stepped in and gave Sheila both his heart, seemingly, and her freedom. Being the powerful man that he is, continued Brown, he can pull strings that other people don't even know exist. He can keep her safe, and he is providing her a life she always wanted, or is he? There are times when he's very distant and almost cold, Brown mused. There are things she's still trying to figure out about him and their relationship. Meanwhile, Scene Canon Deacon believes his alter ego is ready to take big gambles for Sheila. Even if that means putting some of his other personal relationships on a line. After all, Brooke and Hope aren't likely to love the idea of him crushing on the former nurse. Deacon is already in so deep with this secret he's been keeping, he told us. That die has been cast. The new risk is the possibility of going up against Bill, with whom Deacon has always had a very contentious relationship. Bill is dangerous and who knows what he might do. But Deacon is in a place where he's ready to take Bill on. The real question then becomes whether Sheila might wind up losing everything in the name of the love she's so long sought. She's torn, sighed Brown. She had a relationship with Deacon unlike anything we've ever seen her experience. He was captivated by the fun side of her as well as, in a strange way, the dangerous side. But at the end of the day, she's a survivor. She's going to do whatever it takes. Hope breaks down after handing Douglas over to Steffi, and Thomas makes an appeal to Eric. Please go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and give this video a thumbs up. In the cabin, Hope assures Liam she won't let Douglas see how she's feeling. She doesn't want to burden him with her pain. Liam tells her it's that kind of love that will bring him home. At the Cliff house, Steffi tells Finn she spoke to Hope, who told her that Douglas is keen to move in. She figures the boy just needs a break. Finn asks, "Can you blame him?" He reflects on having Thomas as a father. Finn can't understand why Douglas wanted to come to them rather than stay with Hope and Liam. Steffi takes a call from Hope, who says Douglas is packing up and will be ready to come over soon. Steffi knows this is hard for her and assures her the boy will want to go back to her soon. At the cabin, Hope disconnects from Steffi and Liam reassures her that Steffi will take good care of Douglas and he'll have a great time with Kelly, Hayes, and Finn. At Forrester, Thomas tells Eric he'd like an opportunity to make things right with the family. Eric asks, "You want another opportunity, another chance?" Thomas knows he let him down. Eric runs down the people whose lives were turned upside down by what he did. He should be asking them. Thomas wants to repair every relationship, but most importantly, the one with his son. Douglas is the most important thing in the world to me. Later, Eric learns that Douglas chose to live with Steffi and Finn and Gops. I didn't see that coming. Thomas didn't either and relays that Hope is really hurt. Eric asks if the boy explained why he chose that. Thomas thinks he's a kid and wants to have fun. Eric asks if he's okay with it. Thomas wouldn't say that, but he's starting to see it could be a benefit. I'll have full access to my son. At the Cliff house, Steffi tells Finn that Douglas's room is ready. Finn recaps that they'll take good care of him and eventually, he'll want to go back home. In the cabin, Hope spots a book that Douglas won't want to forget and tells Liam she can't believe this is happening. Are we doing the right thing, letting him go? She really thought he would pick them. Liam nods. He told us he would. He says Douglas is a human being and needs a change of scenery. This too shall pass. I promise. They embrace as Douglas appears with his suitcase and backpack. Hope hands him his book and asks if he's ready to go. Douglas has something to say first. At Forrester, Thomas tells Eric he needs to earn back Douglas's trust, and that will be easier with him living at Steffi's. Eric doesn't think Hope would ever keep the boy from him. Thomas isn't so sure. She has Liam in her ear every second. Eric points out he has no one to blame but himself for the animosity. At the Cliff house, Finn tells Steffi he was thrown when she asked him to let Douglas live with them. He's concerned as to how it will affect Kelly and Hayes. They need to make sure they feel secure, confident, and aren't put out in any way. Steffi feels this is what makes him such a great father. He prioritizes their children's needs and protects them. Finn cares about Douglas. Steffi knows he does. She's proud to be his wife. They embrace. At the cabin, Douglas doesn't want Liam and Hope to be sad. Liam promises they won't be, but they'll miss him a ton. Douglas just needs a change and feels it will be so fun living on the beach. Maybe Finn will even teach him how to surf. Liam tells Douglas none of this works if he's not happy. He's just going to his aunt's house and he'll have a blast. Douglas whispers, "Don't let mommy be sad." Liam assures, "I got this." Hope tells the boy this will always be his home and he can visit whenever he wants. Douglas loves them. "Especially you, Mom." He throws himself into Hope's arms. She fights tears and then kneels down to tell the boy, "I will always love you." Liam struggles with his emotion as the two embrace. At Forrester, Eric reminds Thomas that Steffi will be acting in Douglas's best interests, not his. He warns his grandson not to manipulate the boy. Thomas won't. He reflects that Douglas chose to live in a place where he can come and go as he pleases. "Trust me, I will be there a lot." At the Cliff house, Hope and Liam are dropping off Douglas, who thanks Steffi and Finn for letting him stay. Steffi says he's always welcome there, but reminds him his home in the cabin is always there if he needs it. Liam and Finn take Douglas up to see his room, but he runs back to embrace Hope. I love you, Mom. Hope says she loves him too and reminds him to be on his best behavior. Go check out your room. Once alone, Steffi tells Hope she knows this must be hard for her, but the novelty will wear off, and Douglas will want to go back to them and Beth. Hope hands over a list of his likes and dislike and asks her to be careful with Douglas around the cliff. She warns, watch out for Thomas. I get that he's your brother, but he's already put Douglas through a lot. Steffi vows she'll protect him like he's her own. Hope breaks down in tears. It's hard not to feel rejected after she worked so hard to fill his life with love after all he'd been through. It stinks. She reminds herself it's just temporary, and she has to respect his choice. Please, Steffi, take care of my son. Steffi says, I will, and hugs Hope.